Ciao everyone, welcome back to another slow fashion video, the first of 2025. I'm going to talk about style routines today. What are they? How do we build them? Why are they important? As the first video of 2025, I feel like, we're all in this whole goals, resolutions, intentions bubble where we have the best of intentions, but we don't actually keep them. But that's why a routine, I think, is the most important, because it's made up of habits. And change happens because of the small habits that you do every day. If you like this kind of topic, then hit subscribe. I talk about slow fashion and how to shop your closet and use and love what you've already got. And that goes beyond just restyling our clothes sometimes. So if that sounds like your jam, definitely stick around. I've also got a Substack, a community if you want to get even deeper and have like group support with all of that, live events. I do a whole bunch of things. I do too much. I'm a typical Gemini. So I'm just gonna leave everything in the details in the description box below. Pick your poison or just hang around and watch the video. Okay, let's get into it. Ultimately, a style routine is just a series of habits that we do in order to maintain a sense of being grounded, to stay connected with ourselves, and to develop habits that create a more positive impact or change that we want to achieve in our lives. I was working with a client recently who loved her clothes, loved her closet, knew what she liked, knew her personal style, and yet she still wasn't shopping her closet, she wasn't coming up with new outfits, and we determined that it was the lack of a style routine that was stopping her from getting creative with her closet. A style routine is going to look completely different depending on your lifestyle. I think even if you're someone who likes a more fluid lifestyle, a routine can still be really beneficial to keep you grounded and get you into the habit of using creativity in your closet. Creativity is like a muscle, so you've got to practice it and use it regularly to get good at it. And as we're all starting the year, I think it's important to acknowledge that a lot of us, when I speak to you in my community and as clients, there's this overarching theme that life is just really, really busy. And I think there is an intent behind brands or a lot of marketing to keep us distracted and focusing on what's new and what's coming next in order to put the focus on things we don't have and derail us from focusing and loving what we already do have. When we give ourselves the space and time to look at our clothes and play with them, that can be what triggers more gratitude and more fun and styling with what we've already got. So that's where a routine can come into play, and that's how it can be really beneficial. It's gonna look completely different depending on you. I think there can be daily, weekly, and monthly style routines. The larger the time period gets, like monthly, the harder it is to maintain. So today I'm going to stick with the things that you can do as a daily or a weekly style routine. If you're interested in talking about monthly and seasonal things, we can get into that too. Maybe we can do a part 2, but I really think starting small is the easiest way to go. In my personal opinion, a good routine starts the night before. So your nightly routine or your part of your daily style routine could be simply putting clothes away properly, not hanging them up or not leaving them on the dreaded chair. And something that you can do to help facilitate this routine, if by the end of the day you're not loving it, is you could create a space in your closet that is for just your weekly items. However, let's just start with that. Putting outfits that are clean and wearable and that don't need laundering or mending go straight back into the closet. Hang them up, fold them. I know this sounds so simple, but I really do think sometimes we need to hear these things again. The next thing that I love as part of a style routine is to plan your outfit the night before. So even if it's not the entire outfit head to toe, having an idea of the pieces you're gonna wanna pull from your closet can be so helpful in setting you up for success the next day. Just come up with your day, figure out the climate, check the weather, check your schedule, your calendar. How do you wanna feel? How do you wanna show up? Just get that general idea in your head so you're not starting off without any idea in the morning. Now, because we're talking about routines and not just habits, I like to do these little multiple habits in a row, and then it becomes a routine. So if we're putting our clothes away properly, we're already taking another couple of extra minutes out of our evening to do that, to fold, to hang, to put in a laundry pile, or maybe we do some spot cleaning. That's also a really interesting part of a routine if you've got the time. If you can spot clean any garments that you've got on right away as a part of your nightly routine, that can be so helpful in being able to reach for more clothes the next morning. So when you wake up in the morning, you've already prepped your outfit in advance. Yay, us. But once you've gotten dressed and you've put the final look together, once you've added all your accessories, snap a quick photo so that maybe there's a night when you're exhausted and you don't feel like doing your entire routine, but you've got a bank of outfits that you've previously worn in your back pocket. So as you're, putting away your clothes the night before, maybe you're like, F this, I'm so tired, I don't have time to choose my outfits or my pieces for the next morning. You've got an album all ready to go, and you can just pull those pieces from your closet. If those pieces are not there, are not available because you're laundering them or whatever, simply try to replicate that formula. Take an item that's similar. Maybe it's similar silhouette and same proportion play. This is gonna alleviate so much decision fatigue from your already fatigued brain that night. Take a picture even if you don't love the outfit. And if you want to get a little bit more like nerdy and into this, have two folders. One of outfits that are like 10 on 10 and some that you just feel okay about. I say this because it's still important to understand what we don't like. And sometimes that's a really helpful path to figuring out what we do like. If you're taking public transpo and commuting on your way in or out, this is where a style app could be really helpful because you can plan outfits on your way in and out of work. It's such a relaxing thing. Put some music in your ears or listen to a podcast or an audiobook and create some outfits. I really like using Index. I'm also a stylist on Index, so I can go in your closet and create outfits for you. But if that commute can be fun and help you with your outfits the next day, why not use it? If walking into work is part of your daily routine, I remember when I would walk into the office, there would always be shops along the way, or I would walk through the shopping center, and you kind of get into this routine and this habit of browsing on your way home. So instead, maybe this is more of like a change your routine and just change the route where you're walking and make sure you've got a really engaging podcast, audiobook, or playlist in your ears to help you simply enjoy the walk. And maybe you're finding inspiration from other places, and maybe it will force you to find inspiration from other elements in your environment. Nature, architecture, simply what other people are wearing on the street, local restaurants, museums, all that fun stuff. Finally, your weekly routine is a lot like your daily routine, but expanded. If we want to start the week off on the right foot, we're going to plan our outfits in advance. What I like to do here, and I've mentioned so many times on the podcast, is I like to have a small rack where I put the items that I want to wear for the week out. These also can include items like signature pieces, my go-tos, so that I have easy outfit formulas to access. But it also includes items that I want to challenge myself to wear more. And that's why it's really important to have your go-tos on that rack as well. Because if you've got a rack full of pieces that you've never worn or that are a challenge to style, it's going to be way too overwhelming for you to come up with outfits in the morning with just those items. Of course, you've got to look at your week, the climate for the week, and choose items based on that. You don't have to have everything fully accessorized or styled, but you've got sort of a blueprint of each outfit or of styles that you want to wear. This is also a really good start to a weekly routine because it will prompt any laundry or maintenance ahead of time. If there are any that need laundry and maintenance, you've got some space and time to take care of those. Depending on how much time you have and what your life looks like, you might want to put the outfit prep and laundry and maintenance in the same routine. Stack those habits together because you're just nurturing your closet, you're spending time in it, you're in the zone. You can put your favorite TV show on or some music, you can pour yourself a glass of tea or coffee, like you can make a thing out of it. What you could also add if you have time or the financial flexibility for this is if you use a tailor or a wet or dry cleaner, like if you've got special items that you wear often. But otherwise, your weekly routine is fairly simple. The important piece is to make it really enjoyable for you. If you're someone who has a signature style or signature pieces, this is also a really good time for you to make sure that they are visible and within easy reach. So if you don't have that rack, for example, then try and take the time to find an easily accessible place for those items that you want to become signature pieces. Could be eyewear, could be jewelry, watches, even outerwear. So make sure that these are all in places that are easy for you to reach and grab, because that's what's gonna solidify your uniqueness and your personal sense of style. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I really enjoyed talking about it. I hope it helps us all start the year off on the right foot with our closets and get us into these small habits and developing these style routines. Let me know if you've got any style routines that are tried and true in the comments below. Always helps the community out. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me, and I will be back with another slow fashion video. Ciao.